Why is it that most people struggle to make money off of their landing pages, even though they do everything that they're taught, like making content and building funnels, while other people like TJR, Mark Builds Brands, and myself can make simple pages that convert hundreds of thousands of dollars? Well, it's because they ignore the most powerful lever on the internet for conversions and leads. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you the exact landing page system that I've used for years across multiple different offers that turns cold traffic into customers really fast. I'll show you the exact 5 Qs that your page needs to convert, the exact 3P framework that I use for any landing page, and of course the exact free training funnel that I implement for 90% of my clients. And at the end, I'll walk you through a landing page that is doing numbers using all of this. This thing is so powerful. I used it to sell out a $5,000 offer, like on repeat, with no sales calls, no ads, no webinar, no email nurture, no complex funnel at all. Just a clean page built with everything that I'm about to show you. Kind of wild, but it actually does work. All right, so for this landing page system to actually work, you have to understand why boring funnels perform so well. So let's get into it. First of all, your people already know you from content. They don't need a whole museum. They just need a door to enter. So for example, like if you I'm sure that you guys might have wanted to go somewhere, right? Sometimes you might want to go to some kind of landmark. What if there was a security guard standing at the door, stopping you, asking people like 20 questions before you went in? You would be way less likely to go to that place unless you really had to. Now, number 2, big, pretty pages add a ton of confusion because there's so many choices. It results in analysis paralysis, so the confused brain equals no click. Number 3, long load times, which is a huge issue faced by like a ton of pages, they will bounce. A short scroll plus a fast play, they will stay. Like I've tested this specific metric multiple times, and every single time it resulted at a minimum of a 20% conversion rate decrease. So let's say you have 10% conversion rate, that decrease would be down to like 5%. Like it'll result in a huge decrease. My funnels used to be converting at around about 15 to 20%. And so I would lose 5% on my conversion rate every single time. We'd go from 15 to 10, or we'd go from 20 to 15. And this might not be as drastic for you guys that are already at lower conversion rates. Maybe even like it'll maybe result in a 2% loss, but that's again 2% more money. Like let's say you're making 5% conversion rates. If you lose 2% of that, you just lost 2/5 of your business, which is like 2/3, which is like a huge amount. It's like a 1/3 of your business that you just lost completely. Number 4, more blocks equals more chances to argue with your message. So if you mess up, like basically the more blocks you have, the more places you could mess up. And so if you mess up, the person is going to start arguing with you. At that point, you have lost already. The fewer the blocks there are, the clearer the yes or no for the prospect will be. Number 5, a simple page will keep the message match. So the post said X, the page says the actual same X, and then the button says get X. So if you had a post that says you can get the exact anatomy of a high converting sales page, and then your page says, you know, you're going to get the exact anatomy of a high converting sales page, but then your button says something different, the prospect's going to be confused. So you need to go ahead and keep a simple page so your message match is as matched as possible. So it's as smooth as physically possible. Your funnel has to say the same thing on different steps so your prospect does not get confused. All right. So now you understand why boring funnels actually perform so well. What is the actual mechanism behind it though? Let me explain here. So people move through 5 levels of awareness. And if you guys have read Breakthrough Advertising, you might understand this at a surface level, but trust me, I'm going to give you a bunch of sauce here. So just read through this. Number 2, they are unaware. They are unaware, so they don't feel a problem. The second level is problem aware. So they feel some kind of pain, but they don't know how to fix it. They don't even know if there's a solution out there. So they just deal with it. Number 3 is solution aware. So they know that there's a way. They know that there's a way for them to fix this, right? But they don't know your specific product. Next is product aware. So they know the options. They know all the options that they have, and they know that you exist. And then number 5 is most aware. So these are people who are ready to buy. Your organic fans are usually anywhere between 3 to 5 already because they watched you and they trust you if you did your content section right. If you add lots of copy, tabs, and choices, you push them backwards to number 2. Like they'll be like, wait, what is this again? Backwards will equal fewer sales. They'll be confused. What's going on here, right? So don't try to go ahead and put in so much copy in your page that you confuse your audience. And so your page must meet them at their level. The fast promise, a quick proof, and a clear next step. They're already at a point where they're ready to convert almost. You just need to go ahead and put the nail in the coffin and actually get them to actually convert. So why would you go through the whole sequence? Because you can't sell to, basically the way this works is that you can't sell to unaware people the same way as you sell to most aware people. You simply can't. You can't sell to the same way to solution aware people as you do product aware people. They need completely different types of selling. So you need to understand that you need to go ahead and tailor your selling to these 3 levels of market awareness. And now that we understand that, let's get into how we actually do this, the exact organic funnel that we should be using end to end. Number 1, your content. This is where they come from. So you want to have IG stories that are about 3 to 5 frames. Anywhere to up till 8 is the max. Any more than 8 is just going to be boring as all hell. You need a pain poke. So something that is like something that pokes at their specific pain. So if they have a big pain that you should know from your market research, if you've done that already. If you haven't, I have a full course link down below. You basically go over the market research and everything like that. You can watch that video after this one. But you need to go ahead and poke that specific pain. What is the feeling that they feel when they wake up? When they get out of bed, what is the pain that they're feeling? What is that one thing that if it was solved, they would be happy? Number 2, you want to go ahead and talk about the promise. So what is the promise that they really will want to get? And that's the thing you're offering. What are you offering, basically? C is proof. How likely is it that they're going to get there? Show them that they're going to get there by showing them that, hey, I've done this with multiple other people just like you, so you're probably going to be able to get there if you take my help. And then, of course, the last is a quick CTA. This could be a DM CTA, this could be a landing page link, whatever you really would like to do. Next, the YouTube video / pinned comments. So for here, you just want to have about a 15-second pitch and a link underneath your video. So in the video, you just talk about it for 15 seconds. For example, if you are a coach, consultant, or an agency owner with an existing audience, go ahead and check the link down below because I can help you scale your info business to $100,000 plus per month. I handle the whole back end so you can focus on content. Feel free to DM me down below or check out the first link down below. And again, you could do something like that within your videos. Next is email. So for emails, you want to have the subject being the promise and then the body being the 3 bullets plus a link. For a VSL page. Now the next one and the next section is the VSL page. You're done with the content. What do you put on the boring page? First, you want to have one column, a black gradient page with a phone first design because most people are going to hop on their phones. This is going to depend on which platform you're on. On YouTube, I'd recommend desktop first. Obviously, optimize both. But what the main thing you want to optimize towards is phone first if you're mainly on Instagram. If you're on YouTube, desktop first. So one column, you want to have a black gradient page. What I mean by that is that you can just get a gradient generator or something, and I'm pretty sure Go High Level has this feature even. You just put in a quick clean gradient into your page. You want to have your brand color being within that gradient. It should just look very clean. 90% black and then a little bit of the brand color on the background just to make you feel more premium. That's it. Not too much. Don't overdo it with like 6 colors on your gradient looking like a freaking gay pride flag on your landing page. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to get a normal chill gradient, like a relaxed, very discreet and clean gradient. Next, on the top fold, you want to have the headline, which is the promise. So who will get result in time without big pain? And you can also, if you would like, you can also add in using your unique mechanism, which I go over this again in my offers video as well, which you can find on my channel as well. Now, subheading is how in one line. How do you do the thing in one specific line? We do this by using, so you can say by using instead, by using a step 1, step 2, step 3. Now, you can do this way, and there's also a separate rendition that a lot of people like doing. I personally like doing that as well. So what you can do is that you can say who gets result in time using, step 1, step 2, step 3, or your big unique mechanism. And then in the subheading, you can also have without big pain 1, big pain 2, big pain 3, right? So I would say that's a better system that you can use, right? Without pain 1, pain 2, pain 3. Pain 1, pain 2. Yeah, I'm not going to go over this again and again, but it's just basically pain 2, pain 3. Now, next is the proof strip. 3 bullets. You will get X dollars in Y days, or you can have a Z% book rate or number of clients, whatever you want. So like whatever your biggest proof is within your specific niche, for example, let's say you are in the AI automation niche, you can say I worked with XYZ company for building out this specific AI agent for them. We made them X amount more money and X percentage money in Y percentage time, right? Just say something like that. So we made them this much in this much time. This is for specifically BizOp, but you can kind of figure this out for your own offer as well. Next, you want to have a single button, which is either, whatever it might be, whatever you're trying to get them to get. So you can be like, get my X, or book my call or whatever it might be. Next is the VSL. So it should be about 8 to 12 minutes and it should be a direct response VSL. Put the video above the fold. What above the fold basically means, this came from old newspapers where basically the newspapers would be folded, right? So the most important part would be the thing that's facing the people that are about to buy the newspaper. And so that's what above the fold means. Basically, everything that is above the first time that you scroll, basically everything that is above the first time you need to scroll. And what I mean by that, let me just go ahead and illustrate this. So for example, on this landing page, above the fold would be right here. So this is the fold. Anywhere below this section is the fold. And this is above the fold. As you can see, the VSL is well above the fold and everything like that, including the button as well. Now, next, you want to have it under, or you can also have it right underneath the proof strip. I would recommend, again, keeping it above the fold. Autoplay muted plus captions, that's okay. So you can just use Wistia, Vimeo. I personally like using Vitalytics. It's really interesting. It's a new software and it's generally performing way better than all these older softwares like Wistia and stuff like that. But put the video on those hosting softwares, put it on your page. It's going to load way faster as well. Next, you want to have a mini FAQ. So it should be 5 lines maximum. So it's going to be what we do, what you do, timeline, the tools we use, and then the risk reversal or the risk-free line. There should be no nav bar. There should be no pop-ups. There should be no side offers. There should be one road in and one road out. Number 3 is the confirm page. So after they click and they fill out the form. So there should be a calendar embed for booking now, add to calendar buttons, and then, of course, a 2-minute recap video. So what happens on the call? If they don't book, give them the PDF that you were promising them. If you were promising them something, give them that thing and then ask them to book again. If you weren't promising something, if you weren't like selling them on a lead magnet, then just go ahead and ask them to book again on the email and SMS. So next is nurture. So for the first 72 hours of your nurture is gold. Team plus 0 minimum SMS. So as you can see, 0 minutes have passed. You get your SMS, got your request. Here's your X. I would recommend putting the lead magnet through email, not SMS. SMS should be used only for reminders just because SMS is going to also give you charges. T plus 20 minute email is going to be a short case study plus a 2-minute, which is just going to be a 2 to 4 minute screen recording. If you would like, you can also like film a whole case study with your clients. I would highly recommend that, but if some people might not have that, so that's why I just say 2 to 4 minute screen recording is fine. T plus 18-hour email, give them an FAQ, what happens on the call. T plus 42, give them an SMS, what's your number one goal, get them to reply, get your setter to talk to them, before the call and everything, so that they can actually, just be nurtured and stay engaged basically and be nurtured. But for the actual nurturing, I'm not going so super deep into this on this video because I'm planning to make a whole nurturing video. If you guys would be interested in seeing that, go ahead and leave a thumbs up in the comments, leave a thumbs up emoji in the comments if you want to see something like that. I'll go ahead and make that video if you would like. But for nurturing, the main thing you need to do is something I like to call the hammer them strategy. So what you need to do is you need to send them constant value all the time. And if you guys know about Jeremy Haynes, he actually was the pioneer of the hammer them strategy. But what you need to do is you need to send them value, because over time, people are going to be less likely to show up. The more time passes, the less likely they are to show up because there's a lot of unknowns as well. So what I would recommend is just hammer them with a ton of value, hammer them with a ton of case studies, send them proprietary videos, specific videos that you film for them and for their situation so that they can get some help and get better at just in general what they're doing. So if you're doing freelance brand scaling, let's say, you would send them emails, how to get good at freelance brand scaling, how to run ads, tutorials, genuine value in these emails. Next, you also want some light retargeting through organic tools. You can have pin posts, you can have story highlights, community tags, YouTube community posts, everything like that. Then, of course, number 5 is the follow-up. So not now leads basically go into a weekly proof drip, which is just one screenshot plus one tip plus case studies forever. Like up until they deny your spot. I would recommend, not really forever, but I'd say about 6 months in, if they don't respond to anything, then you can stop it because 90% of people convert after like half a year. It's insanity, but a lot of people convert after a very long time. So you just keep these proof drips going as much as physically possible. Next is how complicated pages actually hurt the sales. So a new page equals a new rule. So your fan came for one promise. Extra tabs or features makes them hunt again. Hunting will take your trust away because now they're on the page. They just want the thing. And now you are giving them so many options because humans are ADD machines. They will go ahead and check out everything. Don't give them that option and just make them go through the page. You basically need to treat them like an animal, basically. You need to guide them where to go. Everywhere on your page should be guiding them down your page through the funnel. You can't expect them to just automatically go through it. Don't add any sidebars, anything, nothing at all. Number 2, a choice overload. If you give like 4 buttons doing different things, they will freeze. 1 button equals that they will actually move. Now, caveat to this, a lot of people take this as me saying you just need 1 button on your entire page. That's stupid. That's not what you want. You want to keep 1 button type on your page. So 1 type of button that does the same thing no matter where it is on the page. And you keep repeating that after every single block on your page. I need at least like if your page has 5 blocks, there should be at least 6 CTAs on that page everywhere. There should be as many CTAs as physically possible so that you can get people to actually convert. CTAs, just adding more buttons will result in a greater like 3-4% conversion rate increase. It's insane. Now, number 3, speed tax. Heavy design will result in slowness. Slowness will result in them scrolling back to their socials. Number 4, a story break. If your content voice is real talk, a glossy site will feel like an ad voice. The trust will completely drop. So if you have raw and authentic videos, kind of like what I'm doing, and then you just go to like some polished ass landing page, people are going to be confused as all hell, right? You need to reflect your content style on your landing page as well. You need to stay congruent, stay consistent throughout your funnel. Number 5, the awareness slip. So warm fans that are at number 3 to 5 now see long ass teaching copy for number 1 and 2. They feel talked down to and bounce. It's a common human nature. They don't think it, but that's what they feel. They feel talked down to, and then that's why they just bounce. They leave. Get out of here, right? That's why. Now, this is how you're going to match your page to awareness. I've been talking about all this for quite a while, but I'm pretty sure you guys are probably still confused on how to actually match your page to your awareness. So how do you do this? In most aware, you want to give the headline plus a button plus a short VSL. Do not teach here, just show how to start and a risk-free line. Number 2, for product aware, just add like 3 proofs plus a tiny FAQ. Still keep it short. For solution aware, keep the VSL again, make it a bit longer, add a simple mechanism graphic, explain your mechanism, and a 3-step list. Now, number 4 is problem aware. Warm them with content first, so carousels, shorts, and lives. Do not push to the page yet. And of course, unaware, I'm not letting you look at that. Unaware should not be sold to, for God's sake. Just keep them on the platforms with stories and shorts until they actually move up. All right? That's basically it. That's what you got to do. Now, the less aware your audience is, the longer your VSL has to be. So if your audience, you're pushing them as solution aware, you need the VSL to be long, like around 15 to 20 minutes. If they're product aware, 10 minutes max. If they're most aware, then give them like a 5-minute VSL. They don't need anything else other than that. That's it. Now, here's some copy blocks that you can actually just go ahead and paste in. Number 1, the headline is going to be avatar, add outcome in time without big pain with our mechanism. Subheading, we do step 1, step 2, step 3, and then see real dashboard below, or you can say, check out the video below, or like something like that, right? Check out the video below. Button, get my 1-page plan. The proof bullets would look something like this. So you get X dollars in Y days, quick screenshot, Z% book rates, end clients using this plan, whatever the proof bullets would be, right? So just give them screenshots, video testimonials all over the page. Nothing like that. By folder link, I just mean literally just link to all your proof. So if you have a specific bit of a video, whatever, if you have it on your YouTube, link to that on the landing page, show it on the landing page so that people can show, hey, these guys are actually getting results. I think I can get results if I work with this dude. Next is the mini FAQ. So what we do, deliverables, what you do, inputs plus cadence, the timeline, tools, risk, guarantee, right? That's all you need to do for the mini FAQ. And that's basically what you need to do for the entire page. There's some quick copy blocks. For page structure, you need to go ahead and go for the hero. So first of all, it's going to be the hero section, which is the headline, subheading, and the 3 proof bullets plus a button, the VSL, then how it works, plus the mini FAQ, and then the proof wall, as long as physically possible, who is for and not for, and then this is going to be just a ton of bullets and everything. And then, of course, at the bottom is going to be the risk and terms, and then the CTA, same button again. You just keep on repeating the CTA in between these, by the way. So, as you can see, CTA, I would put a CTA here. I would put a CTA here. I would put a CTA right down below the VSL. I put a CTA right below how it works. So you need as many CTAs as physically possible. Now, the simple test you need to do for this landing page to keep it consistent and keep it working, you just need to go ahead and have a promise line. You can swap the result, the time, and without clause. You can go ahead and change up the first 30 seconds of the VSL, maybe try out new editing styles. You could even like refilm the entire VSL if you really don't like it. Number 3 is the proof strip. So which 3 screenshots are the best, the most important ones, and you just change up which the organization of your proof. Number 4, you can have button text. So get my 1-page plan versus see my plan. So you can change up the button text, CTA text. the FAQ order, changing up the questions in the mini FAQ, changing up the answers in the mini FAQ. Number 6, you can remove the length. So like remove one whole section like the mini FAQ. You could remove something else just to see if conversions actually go up or down. Number 7, the speed. So kill any heavy scripts, keep only the analytics plus calendar. And of course, for some warm organic content like targets, so just so you know it's a good fit, you need to have about story to post clicks are going to be around about 2 to 5%. And then for the actual page to lead should be around 60%. The lead to booked should be around 15 to 30%. The booked to show should be around 65 to 85%. The show to close should be around about 25 to 45. These are kind of just ranges, by the way. So you have to check your specific niche and what the KPIs there are. But those are some good ranges for you guys to stay in. And of course, at the final end, there's the 3P rule. Number 1, the promise. So the result, time, who, and without pain. Number 2, the proofs, the screenshots, names, roles, dates, case studies. And then the path, the 3 steps plus what actually happens next. If it is not P, P, or P, cut it. Anything on the landing page that is not fulfilling these 3 sections, cut it out. It's reducing your conversion rates. And of course, as promised, I'm going to go ahead and break down a quick page that is actually performing really, really well, which is going to be Brez's brand new page. So as you can see, claim your video below. Quick CTA at the top, unlock this free training to reveal the one skill behind all of my success. Click play on the video below to watch. Brez has cleaned this up a lot. Like obviously a lot of people will think, oh my God, this looks super clean. But again, he used to have the most basic ass landing page with like a gradient on the background. It really does not matter. The main thing that matters is just the way he just wanted to make it look clean, I guess, right? Bam. All right. So we're in. Once you go and enter your information, you go to this specific page, which is just going to be usually a muted video. So the video is usually muted just because browsers do that. Click play on the video below and you can see right here, interesting thing. He has a very specific way of doing this where he has a Mr. Beast promotional timer. So it goes super fast at the start and then it slows down. This is actually like a 10-minute VSL, but it looks more like it's like 2 minutes when you look at this timer. Obviously, he has the VSL and the button and everything above the page. And again, a little bit of social proof at the bottom. He has a CTA at the top, as I was saying before. Click play on the video below. Learn, like this is the biggest promise, right? So learn how me and hundreds of others are cashing out this Q4 using this one skill. Now, what is the promise here? You are going to learn how to cash out this Q4. This is a time right here. Using this one skill, the mechanism right here. And he's keeping it purposely vague to explain in the VSL. And obviously a lot of people know about this already from his content. Now, you right away have the type form for anybody who's ready to work. And then of course, you'll see it's just a ton of testimonials, case studies. Again, as I said before, testimonial case studies, they're the most important thing you can add here. Genuinely, it's insane. So again, you also see he's always adding CTAs and screenshots. Again, see screenshots. He's adding CTAs throughout the entire page. He has a clean mix of different types of social proof as well. And he has a clean mix of CTAs as well. He keeps the same exact CTA everywhere. He has case studies. He has testimonials. He has just like, 300 students worldwide. That's even more. Screenshots. Everything. He has so much of this specific stuff. He has so much social proof and so much variability of social proof that obviously you're going to go ahead and check it out, right? Now, once you apply now, obviously it's going to take you through the type form and then put you into a booking page. But again, that was the most basic landing page in the world. Like that thing, I could make that in my sleep. And it's just because he used the most basic cues, which is going to be social proof, the 3P rule. Just you need to go ahead and use this specific rule. It all comes down to this specific rule to make money with landing pages. Really not complicated, guys. But of course, if you do need any help with your landing pages, if you want to build something like this out for your own info offer, if you don't have an info offer and you want to implement that into your own existing audience, and you're a coach, consultant, or an agency owner, check out the link down below. We can go and start working together. I help coaches and consultants with an existing audience. So you have to have an existing audience. This could be any audience, brother. You just need to have an engaged audience on any platform. This could be X, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. And of course, if you are interested in something like that, building out an offer for you and your business, check out the link down below. We can start working together. Of course, I hope you got a ton of value from this video. If you don't want to do any of that and you just want to watch another one of my videos, get some more value, get some more sauce, you can go ahead and check out this one right here because you do things that you'll like it. If you want to watch the whole funnel breakdowns playlist with upwards of $100,000 worth of sauce, this is basically my whole series where I break down other people's funnels. It's right below my face cam here. And of course, if you want to leave a like and subscribe, which I would appreciate, the subscribe button is in that inferior corner, of course, the right side. Ugh, disgusting. Anyways, and then down below is going to be the like button right below this video. Not inferior, very, very superior. But and of course, I would appreciate if you click those just because YouTube actually recommends the video more. Anyways, hoping to see you in this next video. Goodbye.